Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today I am going to be making a tier list of all the Security Breach characters. I'm pretty sure this is all of them. Who's not, then I don't really know. But, you probably have seen my tier list before. Well, probably, I don't know. I have an outdated version on this channel, which is outdated, so we don't really apply here whatsoever. Maybe if you saw my community post where I posted my tier list, maybe you watched the stream on Jackinator Live. Maybe you saw my top 5 videos. Those are a number of ways that kind of would be related to this. But I want to do a proper Security Breach tier list, because also, the thing I did on Jackinator Live that I later shared in the community post, it was missing a pretty good number of the Security Breach ones. So I'm going to be doing one only Security Breach, because since it's also like 60 less characters, I'll have more time to put in some explanations in there. So let's just do this. Now, I'm going to be doing this a bit more challenging this time than usual, though, because I have to go in order. And once they're placed, I can't move them. So, I'm going to make sure I'm on the right thing. Okay, I am. Good. So, if we go here, we have all the animatronics right. But I have to go down the line of whatever one is right here, which I think is going to make this really hard, because once I put one on the board, I can't move it. So if I put one on the top 5 that wasn't supposed to be on the top 5, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. So we have only the best up at the top 4 more in the orange tier, which is like the rest of my top 5. We have the ones that are alright. They're not too good, not too bad. They're just kind of there. They're alright, and then we just have no. They shouldn't exist. So we're starting with Helpy. He's not my top 5, but he's not bad. I'll put him in the middle. He's not bad, but he doesn't even play a huge role here. His prime game was FNAF 6, which does not apply here. I'm actually not going to do that because this is going to be in the way. Here, you guys could probably say that up here. Obviously, you guys know what I'm talking about. We'll probably block some stuff. Next up, we have the Blob. Oh my god. This is going to be so hard. Is he my top 5 or not? Let me think. So there's going to be 4 down there. We have Moon, Shadow Roxy, DJ Music Man. Who would be? Might have to be the Blob guys. You know what? I'm going to put the Blob in my top 5, so if that's a mistake, there's no switching that later. That's stuck there forever, so if I end up changing my mind, then I'm kind of doomed. All the staff bots are probably going to be in the S section. They're just kind of there. I wouldn't say Burn Trap's in my top 5. I'll just say, for this one, I'll say, they're not better or worse. They're good. They're good, but they're not, like, better or worse, you know? I already discussed that. Sun's kind of annoying, but I just have to really give some credit to the voice acting there. Party stuff. We got DJ Music Man. Okay, yeah, I might have made a mistake, because 3 of my remaining 4, so I only have 2 in my top 5 left, and I already know who's only 1, so, no. I am so done with the Weeping Endos. They are the most annoying things ever. They move so fast, it's not even funny. Like, you watch videos, and you're like, oh, okay, it could be dealt with. No, because they move at, like, at least 3 miles an hour. Like, I don't know. I guess that's not that fast, but you're also never more than, like, 20 feet away from one. Like, if you're in a place where they exist, you'll never be more than 20 feet away from it. That's just how they work. And that's kind of annoying, you know? I don't like those guys. I haven't gone to these guys, but as said, all the staff bots will just go in the S section. They just kind of exist. Chica. Chica's hard to say. Chica's not, definitely, I wouldn't say in the middle. Chica's one of the, I don't know. Chica's the most common recurring problem, but I think I'm going to put her in the middle purely because of that one glitch I got when doing Major Size, because that was absolutely hilarious. Like, if they get in a good glitch, I have to give them some good points for that. Because glitches are, like, one of the biggest parts of this game right now. So I'm gonna have to put her in the middle because that's one of my highlights of my entire series right there. Glamrock Bonnie, I don't even know how to rank. I don't know how to rank him because all we see him is really in Bonnie Bowl. But even from what I see in that, he's alright. Glamrock Freddy is hard to say. Because the thing is, he does burn down the entire place. Which I don't think is meant to... I don't want to put him in the no section, though, because he is a big... Man, people are going to hate me for this. I don't want to put him in the not better nor worse, though, because he literally burns down the Pizzaplex. Like, that's bad, alright? Gregory's going in the no, because Gregory does a number of things. He trespasses, evades authorities, arson, he kills Vanessa, he destroys a bunch of things, he uses parts of the Pizzaplex without a license or without permission. Gregory is like a top tier criminal, alright? He's not going in the not better nor worse. He's not going in the top 5 especially. Gregory is a demon, alright? Gregory is not going high at all. Next we got Mapbot. Mapbot is part of the thing that makes this game scary. The fact that Mapbot could appear out of nowhere and you'd have no idea to know. When I was doing Person Service, it was either before or after the Weeping Endos, that Mapbot was up there in my top 3 scares or alongside Roxy when I was getting spawn camped. I'm sure there was a third time somewhere. I think it was Monty when I was doing the boss fight. But Mapbot got me good that one time. So Mapbot's going to have to earn some pretty good points for that. Not top 5. Maybe saying top 5 was a mistake. Because everyone's going to be in the not better nor worse section. You know, I'll say for this one is... I'll say this one's okay. And then I'll say... Oh, but I can't move these guys. I keep forgetting that I can't move any of them. So now Chica in the they're good section, Chica's there literally for good. So I can't move that anymore. Vanessa's okay. I don't know. Nothing really to say about her. She just kind of exists. You see her like twice throughout the game. Her flashlight is overpowered, but I had never really had to deal with it. The only time I really saw her was like out the windows of the rooms in Rockstar Row. I never actually encountered her. I do kind of like the voice acting, but I already put her in the okay section, and there's not really anything I can do about that. So... Alright, we obviously got the number 1. I've gotten over this a billion times in a billion different videos. I don't know what more I could say. I don't even want to go into details of this, because last time I did, it took me like 2.5 minutes. So if you want to know my reasoning for that, go to like, what was it, my top 5 characters explained or whatever. Just go to that video. That will be your best way of reasoning for that. But there is a bonus thing, and that's that Roxy Raceway is either in Arizona, bordering state to Arizona, or in Mexico. And I live in Arizona. So I guess that's just for some bonus credit. There's some bonus points. Because I guess that just kind of makes sense, right? So that's the reason that I never say it in my top 5, but my top 5 says a ton about why Roxy's not just my favorite security bridge, from my favorite period. So if you want to know more about that, just go check out that video. I'll probably link it in the description or something. I don't know. I'll probably forget, actually. Security bots, if they didn't exist, there would be no conflict in the game. So I can't... Well, it's too late. I already put them in the section. Too late. No going... That's the problem, right? Yeah. Alright, so up next we got Shattered Chica. Now, I think the fact that there's no audio cue for Shattered Chica... I haven't played her part yet, because I chose Monty Golf, but the fact that she has no audio cue, I think would make her a lot harder. She's also by far the most terrifying of the Shattereds, so she's gonna go in the no section. Shattered Monty, on the other hand, Similar to his original design, I think he still looks really cool. Like, he still looks really cool, you know? Like, compare these two. They're still both awesome. The fact that Shattered Monty also, like, doesn't have legs, that kind of is cool as well. Alright. We're down to the final four. We got Shattered Roxy to finish off the remaining of the top 5. Well, I'm not changing the rank, but I'm just going to reorder these. See, if I counted these both in my top 5 characters, like, in the whole franchise, then that would be my number 1 favorite and my second favorite. But it's the same endoskeleton, the same shell and everything. So I don't really count them as 2 different animatronics, if that makes sense, because they're not really 2 different animatronics. But I guess this one's counting them that way. So I'll just put them in the remaining of the top 5 because, I don't know, that makes sense. Vanny. Vanny is like a tiny bit cooler than Vanessa. But Vanny's running animation is stupid. And for that reason, Vanny's going in the no section. If you've seen it, you've seen it. It's like, this thing, I can't remake it because I don't know how to explain it. Alright. Pat brought some innocence to the game. They brought some nice innocence that we needed. I mean, Mapbot kind of did, but Mapbot's like literally the part of the game that gives you the greatest heart attack. Lefty, Pat, and the staff bots, I think they're like my 3 favorite. Like they're all so peaceful. You just kind of hand them you hand the staff bot the ticket. They do a little party dance. Helpy is Helpy. Helpy's always been just like the innocent part of the games. And Pat has cute as well, with his little ears on the top. I don't know what I think about the wet floor sign being alive. I feel like that's kind of strange, but we'll roll with it, literally, because I'm pretty sure they roll around. And there's nothing good about Wind Up Music Man. There's nothing good about him. He plays a worse version of the main theme. He's super annoying. He's like tiny. He's kind of creepy, but again, he's tiny, so it doesn't really fit. The fact that he could just teleport around to the different vets that aren't even connected is kind of strange. I don't think they're all connected, at least. I would be surprised if they were. He's just really annoying. And the thing about him is that there's nothing good about him. Like, what's good about Wind Up Music Man? Like, I guess he is small and he's easy to go against, but there's nothing really good about him, I wouldn't say. He's just kind of there. He's kind of like an extra thing that they added in because they needed something in the vents, but they ran out of ideas, so they're just like, let's put a second Music Man in the game, because that makes sense. I'm surprised that after you beat Monty, he doesn't crawl around in the vents. That would have been a good idea. Or at least just not doubling up on the same animatronic you already had. I don't understand that part. It doesn't make any sense, right? Because why are there 2 Music Men? There's 2 different Music Men and they're not even the same. Because if this is the wind-up toy version or whatever, first of all, it's huge for a wind-up toy. It might be small for an animatronic, but it's giant for a wind-up toy. What is he, like, probably this big, I would say? Something like that. Yeah, I don't want that in my house. He doesn't look the same whatsoever. His top hat's way too big. He doesn't have the headphones or all the purple and blue stuff that DJ Music Man has. He has the symbols, unlike DJ Music Man that actually has hands and feet. Nothing about him is DJ to begin with. He plays a lullaby. It's absolutely terrifying. It's just a worse version of this song that I like, which is the main song, obviously. There's just nothing good about Wind Up Music Man. He's just kind of there, and then rarely on rare occasions he's annoying. He just exists, right? There's nothing about him. He's just kind of there. So this is from the ending where you literally steal a vehicle. That's another crime Gregory does. He steals like all this stuff in the gift boxes. he steals the vehicle and then drives when he's like, what, 7, 8 years old. That's also something. But yeah, Mr. Hippo could be seen in the magazine if you get that ending. So if you're curious, that's who that is. Again, all the staff bots, they're there. I mean, they don't hurt you, but well, there are these ones, but I think these guys look cooler than the regular ones, and are also like very rare compared to these ones. So that's another reason for that. I don't know what that was. A lot of you are probably gonna hate me putting Mapbot in there, but he's just so nice and like innocent, and he honestly is like one of the greatest like scare factors to the game, which is kind of funny considering the whole premise of his character. He just kind of innocently shows up and tries to hand you a map, and now everyone hates him, which I guess makes sense though. As I said, he's like the biggest scare factor in the game. That's the part that made me jump the most, is when he appeared out of nowhere and asked me to take his map when I was doing parcel service. He literally spawned out of thin air. The one out of the elevator, I don't know, there's a few ways he could have got there, but this one just spawns. He just appears. Which was definitely pretty freaky. It's not even like he looks scary or anything, it's just like you don't see it coming. Like an actual jump scare. Something that Security Breach does not tend to have. As said, there were a couple of good ones in the Monty boss fight, and when Roxy was spawn camping me, there was that one time I tried to hide in the photo booth and she flew around the corner as fast as possible. And then there's Mapbot though, because it's impossible to see Mapbot coming. You have no way. Unless you've seen someone play the game before you and you already knew where he was going to be, there's no way to anticipate that Mapbot's going to be there. I guess unless you knew what that giant circle on the floor meant, but I had no idea, because I wasn't staring at the floor. I had bigger problems with the weeping endos. But there's not really much else to say. Again, if you want further reasoning on these two, watch my top 5 favorite characters explained. DJ Music Man, I gave absolutely no reasoning in this video, I just noticed. His boss fight's not that hard, as long as you have your fast cam or phaser blaster ready at all times to shoot Chica. And if you already know where the levers are, it's not a hard boss fight, it's really not. And you get some great music while you're doing the boss fight. As well. I also like the fact that his mouth has like those purple things moving around inside of it. And then if you shine your flashlight, they all turn, his mouth like turns white or something. I don't know. Or all the stuff in his mouth like turns 3D. Like, you know how you have like 3D models now? But back when you had like the Nintendo 3DS, it would just layer a few things. That's kind of what his mouth does, is it's just objects in different layers moving slightly behind another object. And instead of them all being purple and pink, they turn white if you shine your flashlight on them, which is interesting. Because that's like a really minor detail that they decided to add. Moon over Sun, that's another one. Moon is less like... Okay, Moon's running animation is hilarious. Not in the daycare, where he does this thing. I'm not going to even try to recreate what he does. I'm talking about at the end of the hour when he tries to kill you. That's the one I'm talking about. It's so weird. He does like a handstand, headstand combined, and his feet are like, his legs are turning in a way they're not supposed to over his head. I don't know how to describe it, but if you've seen it, you've seen it. It's very interesting. The Blob, I think the Blob's kind of cool. I like the fact that it revisits some of the older characters. I don't really understand its existence, but I think it's kind of cool. I like the way it like breathes. That's kind of cool. But one of the main reasons it's up here, and I'll probably make a short about this or something, but the jump scare sound when the cutscene's happening with Burn Trap, and he like pulls Afton / Glitch Trap back into the fire, I really like that jump scare sound. Like, we've never heard one like it. It's less scary, but it sounds really cool. I assume it's something about the voice box overheating or something. I don't know. Again, Shattered Roxy is only here because apparently this is counting them as 2 different ones. So, I guess I'll just have to put them as 2 different ones. But the reason Moon's over Sun is just Moon Moon sounds cooler. I like the fact that he actually got a pretty good boss fight in there because the game did have a lot of hard moments, but Roxy's boss fight especially was pretty easy, honestly. Similar, that whole mission was easy. DJ Music, I just realized you had to do 2 boss fights. You had to do DJ Music Man just to initiate the Roxy boss fight. You had to do 2 boss fights for that. Both of which were pretty easy, so I guess it was supposed to be like they were both like half as difficult, so they kind of made up for each other. I don't know if that's the thought process there, but they were both really quite simple, in my opinion. Again, if you know where the levers are, the DJ Music Man one is easy, and the Roxy one took me like 3 times. It took me like 3 times to beat it. First time I didn't know what I was doing, so I literally just ran into her. The second time I died in like the second room, and the third time I did it, I'm 90% sure that's how it went. Might have been 4 tries. But I just found that boss fight really easy, but the Moon boss fight's pretty hard. But the reason Moon's higher than Sun, I just don't like Sun's voice as much as Moon has said. Sun's also kind of annoying because he's just like circling around you the entire time, doing whatever this thing is. I do think his idol behind the security desk is pretty cool though. That's why he's in the They're Good section. I like the physics of him and like the way his joints are, and he could like spring all over the place. That's kind of cool. But I don't know, he's just not. I just don't think he's as cool as Moon. I think Moon's a bit cooler. Apart from that, as said, Lefty is Lefty. Lefty's not bad. Lefty is like pretty nice. There's same thing going for the Pat Pat. They're just kind of there to be nice. We have Afton / Glitch Trap / Burn Trap. I would definitely say I put Burn Trap in the They're Good section also because they're important. But I also really like the animation when he's coming out of the recharge station and all that purple mist is going through the air and all that. I think that part's honestly kind of cool. But there's nothing like particularly special about him. It's just that he came back as he said he would. It's also interesting because like he has a whole new suit now and an endoskeleton, but still has like a human head. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. But this is a bit of a personal theory time. This has probably been talked about before, but maybe possibly Glamrock Bonnie's parts were used to help repair Afton / Burn Trap / Glitch Trap by Vanessa, who was being mind controlled by the whole Vanny thing, which was all responsible to Glitch Trap, so I guess it all ties back to Glitch Trap. Maybe Glitch Trap had her go. Bonnie was seen entering Monty Golf, which is interesting. Because Monty Golf is such a random location, isn't it? Because I don't know how to get to the Afton boss fight place anyway. So I don't know. It's possible that like that has something to do with Monty Golf. I don't know. But that's the best theory I could think of is like Vanny used parts from Glamrock Bonnie to repair the embodiment of Glitch Trap. That's all I could really think of. I don't know what else that would be. Apart from that, I don't really think there's anything to talk about. Again, if you want more reasoning on my number 1, go watch my top 5 favorite characters videos. Actually video, period. Actually, I'll pull it up for you guys now. I'll also probably link it in the description, but I'll pull it up for you guys now, just for the heck of it. Really hurt. Go here, 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 and dude, how long ago? Oh, never mind. I did not make it long ago at all. But yeah, essentially, is this video? It's like 8 videos back or something. It's called this. Actually, you can't see it because it's in the way. Oh my god, that's not what I meant to do. I need to move this. This one is called, if any of you guys want to check it out, this is where I think I might go a bit deeper into Moon, but I don't think so. I think I already explained all that here. Okay, no, I actually spent, yeah, I was very wrong. I actually spent exactly 4 minutes talking about Roxy. That's what that was. Would I say 2.5? No, I spent here. You guys, you guys couldn't see that now because that was in the way. I started talking about 5:37 to 9:44. That's almost 4 minutes. So I guess if you guys want a very detailed response on my number one choice, then go watch that video. I'll show you the perspective from my channel where you would see it. Oops, alright. Nope, I thought that was playing, so I tried to pause it. It did not work. If we go here, yeah, wait, was I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess that would technically count as 9 videos back. But whatever, there's 8 videos before it. Yeah, it's called this, though. So I guess, and that's the thumbnail, obviously. It should be fairly obvious. So if you want to get more reasoning on my number one, just check out that video. And yeah, that's where I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys for watching. I do want to make some more of these in the future. I'm not too sure about what, though, because Security Breach is, like, such a big game. And there's obviously going to be a lot of characters. But when referring to something like FNAF 2, I guess, would FNAF 2 be second for most characters? Excluding UCN and Help Wanted? Well, no, I guess FNAF 6, but FNAF 6 is kind of boring. I just don't think it would be the same, right? Because with Security Breach, we get all the voice acting and the boss fights, and I've actually played a lot of it. So I don't know what I'll be doing in the future, but yeah, that's where I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys another time.